In the administrative divisions of France, the department is one of the three levels of government under the national level. Between the administrative regions and the communes, 96 departments are in metropolitan France, and 5 are overseas departments, which are also classified as overseas regions. Departments are further subdivided into 334 arrondissements, themselves divided into cantons. The last two have no autonomy, and are used for the organization of police, fire departments, and sometimes elections. Each department is administered by an elected body called a departmental council. Buildings and technical staff, and local roads and school and rural buses, and a contribution to municipal infrastructures. Local services of the state administration are traditionally organized at departmental level, where the prefect represents the government. However, regions have gained importance since the 2000s, with some department-level services merged into region-level services. The departments were created in 1790 as a rational replacement of ancient regime provinces with a view to strengthen national unity. The title, department, is used to mean a part of a larger whole. Almost all of them were named after physical geographical features, rather than after historical or cultural territories which could have their own loyalties. The division of France into departments was a project particularly identified with the French revolutionary leader the Abbé Sieyès, although it had already been frequently discussed and written about by many politicians and thinkers. The earliest known suggestion of it is from 1764 in the writings of d'Argenson. They have inspired similar divisions in many countries, some of them former French colonies. Most French departments are assigned a two-digit number, the official geographical code, allocated by the Institut National de la Statistique et des Études Économiques. Overseas departments have a three-digit number. The number is used, for example, in the postal code, and was until recently used for all vehicle registration plates. Residents commonly use the numbers to refer to their own department or a neighboring one. For example, inhabitants of Lorraine may refer to their department as the 45. More distant departments are generally referred to by their names, as few people know the numbers of all the departments. In 2014, President François Hollande proposed to abolish departmental councils by 2020, which would have maintained the departments as administrative divisions, and to transfer their powers to other levels of governance. This reform project has since been abandoned. The first French territorial departments were proposed in 1665 by Marc-René d'Argenson to serve as administrative areas purely for the Ponts et Chaussées infrastructure administration. Before the French Revolution, France gained territory gradually through the annexation of a mosaic of independent entities. By the close of the ancient regime, it was organized into provinces. During the period of the Revolution, these were dissolved, partly in order to weaken old loyalties. The National Constituent Assembly decided to create a more uniform division into departments and districts in late 1789. The process began on 4 August 1789 with the elimination of provincial privileges, and on the 22nd of December 1789 decree provided for the termination of the provincial governments. The modern department system, as all-purpose units of the government, was decreed on 26 February 1790 by the National Constituent Assembly. Their boundaries served two purposes. The old nomenclature was carefully avoided in naming the new departments. Most were named after an area's principal river or other physical features. Even Paris was in the department of Seine. Savoy, during its temporary occupation, became the department of Mont Blanc. The provinces continued to exist administratively until the 21st of September 1791. The number of departments, initially 83, had been increased to 130 by 1809 with the territorial gains of the Republic and of the First French Empire, following Napoleon's defeats in 1814 to 1815. The Congress of Vienna returned France to its pre-war size and the number of departments was reduced to 86. In 1860, France acquired the county of Nice and Savoy, which led to the creation of 3 new departments. 2 were added from the new Savoia territory, while the department of Alpes-Maritimes was created from Nice and a portion of the Var department. The 89 departments were given numbers based on the alphabetical order of their names. The department of Bas-Rhine and parts of Meurthe, Moselle, Vosges and Haut-Rhine was ceded to the German Empire in 1871. Following France's defeat in the Franco-Prussian War, a small part of Haut-Rhine however remained French and became known as the Territoire de Belfort. The remaining parts of Meurthe and Moselle were merged into a new Meurthe et Moselle department. When France regained the ceded department,